Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Julie and I am the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. Today we are July 5th and as always I'm so excited to be back here and chatting with you all. So I hope that you are having an incredible day, night, morning, wherever you are in the world and whenever you're watching this. I just want to say a huge thank you and welcome to any new and returning viewers. I hope you guys really enjoy the podcast. I am so excited to be sharing a bunch of things with you guys. As usual, I finally feel like I have my knitting mojo back for socks. I find sometimes it kind of comes and goes, but it is here. I guarantee you it is here. We have three pairs of socks, a sweater, and some works in progress. So grab your beverage of choice in knitting and let's dive right into everything. This morning, it is a cup of coffee for me. It is still just 10:30 in the morning, so we are having the second cup of coffee. This is the Starbucks mug. This is the New York one. I actually got this mug on me and my husband's honeymoon. We decided to go to New York for the first time, which was incredible. So yeah, I love mugs that bring memories, and yeah, we have quite a little bit of a collection of different types of mugs, but this one's always going to be a little special because of that meaning. So from the last episode, we've had two pattern releases that I want to share with you all. So we've had the brand new Hello Summer Sock Club release, the second pattern, which was watermelons. And the watermelon socks are so stinking cute. Oh yeah, those are 2 stitches. I dropped 2 stitches here and I just need to go and pick them back up. No biggie. It's not a big issue. So this pair of socks is done. This was designed out of Whitney of MoonGlow in her watermelon sock set. You can grab this on her website right now. MoonGlow, is it moonglowyarnco.com? I'll put the link below. And you can grab this pattern right now through the club. So it is the Hello Summer Sock Club, and you will get this pattern, the scales pattern, which was the last pattern release. And we will be releasing one more pattern on, I think it's going to be, is it August 1st or the 4th? It is the first Friday of August. And I just love it. You guys seem to have really enjoyed this pattern. It's so much fun. It's so whimsical and cute and fun. This is designed top down and yeah, I can't stop looking at it because it's so stinking cute. I really, really love it. So it's like the inside of a watermelon where these are the seeds. And then you start with the green and end with the green as well. I also released the DK Weight Gravel Path socks. Those are now on Ravelry. This was a pattern that I designed and had already knit up. It is using the Discrete Unicorn in Rainbow Party on her DK Weight, which is a 75-25 blend. And we did get the restock. So we've restocked this sock set, bunch of other sock sets, even some brand new sock sets from the Discrete Unicorn in her DK Weight base. This is available from toddler size all the way to adult large and is super fun. This sample does not have any heels, so for the toddler size I decided to omit the heel and do a tube sock. So that is written in the pattern for toddler sizes, but the heel, don't worry, there's a heel instructions in the pattern, but for this one, for the girls, they really like tube socks, and it also lasts longer because as their foot grows, typically for kids, their foot doesn't get necessarily wider faster, it gets longer. So this way, they're able to wear it more without it, I'm losing my train of thought, without it outgrowing them, getting smaller. Oh dear. But yes, really, really love it. I still have some left, so I'm going to be knitting up a second pair And yeah, I really, really love it. It's a 2-row repeat, super simple pattern. You can get the both now DK and fingering weight on Ravelry. Since you guys have been knitting so many incredible, the DK weight gravel path as well as the fun watermelon, I thought that it'd be fun to share off some of, since you guys have been knitting so many beautiful, beautiful twin stitches designs patterns, I thought it would be fun to share with you all some of the makes in the Instagram community. So I will put a slideshow right here of some of your incredible makes. I hope you guys enjoyed that and maybe saw some of your own. I'm hoping to do that every podcast because I just think it's fun and exciting. I know that when I was watching podcasts, or when I do, if someone did something like that and I saw my own, it was pretty exciting. I also finished another pair of socks. This one I did crank out on the sock machine, so I did not knit like the whole thing. I cranked out the main color and then I cut in for heels, toes, and cuffs. I'm actually going to be doing a full YouTube tutorial on how to do that, how to get a pair of socks out of a knitting tube. But this pair of socks is completely done. It is one yarn that I received on the last podcast. This is the July 2022 Patreon Yarn of the Month from Lamb Woman Knits. And it's called Tank Tops and Flip Flops. So this sock set you can only get in the Patreon group. She designed this incredible colorway for us. I just love the pop of neon. It's just really, really pretty. And I had to do it up right away. It was just too perfect for me not to. So I decided to do, one was the heels, the heel in blue, and then I did the other one, the toe and the cuff in the blue, and then I reversed it. So then I did the cuff and the toe and the heel in the pink. And I love how these turned out. Really, really love them. I'm obsessed with these colors. So fun. And I'm really, really, really excited to keep knitting them because I do have some left over, so I'm thinking of doing another set and another pair of socks and doing the same thing. I really enjoyed doing the contrast heels, toes, and cuffs and like switching them out of colors. I knit them with a 2.25 millimeter needle when I picked up. I did a afterthought heel and a 2x2 rib for I think 10 rows. The last pair of socks I finished, I am hosting in my Patreon group a Christmas in July knit along. For this knit along, you have to be a Patreon member, but you can be on any tier. And we have a fun Discord group, which is pretty much like a chat channel where you can share pictures and chat with other knitters and crocheters. And we decided to do a Christmas in July. So from July 1st to July 31st, You can knit on anything holiday themed. So it could be a holiday pattern, a holiday yarn. It could be a gift you've been wanting to make for someone, and whips are welcome. I just wanted this to be a fun, like, relax knit along. I had cranked out, when I first received the sock machine, a pair of, like, it was a 50 gram of Christmas cookies from Nicole Mendez. This was her Christmas box of last year. This was one of the skeins in there. And I knit the girls some tube socks. I'll put a photo right here if I remember. Holding Stroll Glimmer double with it. So I knit them their first tube socks. I just love the yarn so much. And I knew that I wanted to keep the extra 50 grams and knit myself a pair. So I don't even have 1 gram left of this yarn. And I decided for the knit along, this was going to be my first project. And I picked it up and I cut in for the heels, toes, and cuffs. And I did use the same Stroll, Glimmer, and Bear. So you see, like, in person, you really see the glimmer, but it's beautiful and subtle and it's soft. So the full pair is done and I'm so excited. I really love it. I'm obsessed with the colorway. So if you haven't already, Nicole is doing another Christmas box this year. I definitely snagged my Halloween box and Christmas box. So you get 4 full skeins of self-striping yarn for each Sunday leading to Christmas and Halloween. And I just love last year so much and definitely needed to do it again this year. So yes, this is her Christmas cookies colorway. Again, with a 2.25 millimeter needle, afterthought heel, toe, and then a 2x2 for the cuff. And I want to say I did 15 or 16 rounds for the cuff on this one. I'm loving self-striping. And I'm also really enjoying cranking out tube socks and just really doing it, cutting in heels, toes, and cuffs. I am hoping by the end of the year, I would love to create myself a brand new drawer of socks and have them all perfect and ready to go for next year. Maybe I can do that. I'd also love to do one for my husband, Eric. He's super knitworthy, and crank out some beautiful yarns because I have so much yarn. I don't always have the time to fully hand knit them. And this way I get to finally use up some of the yarn and enjoy them. It's not something that I feel guilty about. And it's not something where I'm going to say, oh, it's not really knitting, or it doesn't bother me because I'm using the yarn. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. And plus, you still have to knit. I still have to cut the tube, pick it up, knit this, cut, and, you know, do some of the things. So I'm okay with it. I think it's a lot of fun. And I will be doing a YouTube tutorial on how to knit a pair of socks out of a tube. So how to cut in, how to pick up, how to do everything. So I will definitely do a YouTube tutorial for you all. And that, oh my gosh, that is not everything. I had a tee pattern sample knit for me. So one of my friends, she's an incredible sample knitter, sample knit this tee for me. So this is out of Whitney of MoonGlow in her fingering weight base, which is a 75-25 in her Olivine Daydream colorway. And this brand new design is currently in testing. It has beautiful lace, simple, and then the rest of the tee is just very, very pretty and simple, classic. I love it. Really love it. So this one is out to test knitters right now. So thank you so much to every single person who applied. Sadly, I was not able to choose everyone, but yeah, so that is in testing and will be released mid-August if everything goes well. It depends on the testers, and I put a deadline, but I'm always open to see like if anything happens or things. So I'm hoping mid-August that this tee pattern is going to be released. And I just love the color, and Whitney's yarn is just stunning. And it's so soft. So crazy, crazy soft. This was knit on, so the ribbing is US 5 and the main sweater is US 7 with a fingering weight yarn. Yes, US 7, because it creates this super loose and beautiful gauge, but it's not see-through. It creates this drape with the fabric that's just amazing. So yeah, this one's going to be coming out in late August. I have been working on another pair of socks. I picked up this pair of socks because I was hoping to finish it. This was another tube sock that I've been meaning to finish and I put aside and I haven't picked it up again, but I am working on it right now. I'm trying to finish up all of the works in progress and all of my previous things. So this is actually also for the Christmas in July because it's going to be a gift knit for my husband. This is in the colorway We Don't Talk About Bruno from Annie Parent for the main color, and the contrast color is Knit Picks Cattail Hawthorne. So for this first sock, again, this was cranked out. I had the cuff already done, and last night I cut it, and I'm working on the toe. I'm using for this one, because it's my husband's and I always find Hawthorne is a little bit thicker, I'm using a 2.5 millimeter needle, and I'll be cutting in for the heel. And the second tube, I have the toe done, and then I'm just going to be picking up for the cuff and then cutting in for the heel. So this one should probably be done by tomorrow, and this will go for my husband. I really love these colors together. I know it might not be everyone's jam, but I love, like, you see that yellow and it really ties in with the Knit Picks Hawthorne. I really love it. So this is going to be a pair of Christmas socks for my hubby. He loves a long leg, so I haven't measured it yet, but he's gonna get a pretty good leg length. For my hubby, he is crazy knitworthy, but that's a lot of knitting. Like, he, at least before I start the heel, he loves a good 7 to 8 inches for the leg before I start the heel. So when I can crank his out, I feel very good. Very good. But yeah. So I'm hoping to potentially clean out some of the cedar boxes that I already have and maybe put them in a beautiful corner, and as I finish these socks for both me and my husband, put them aside, put them in a beautiful, put them all nice, and I'm hoping to gift that to my hubby for Christmas. We'll see how many pairs of socks. I don't want to put, like, I have to knit 40 or 20, but I do want to use up my stash, so I want to put some beautiful skeins of yarn aside. I want him to go through and put some skeins of yarn aside for me to crank out and to gift knit to him. So he, like I mentioned, is so knitworthy that I don't mind him going through my hand-dyed stash and being like, I want this, I like this, or whatever he wants, he'll get it. Yeah. So I think it's a lot of fun. I love that he's excited for hand knits, and the girls are too. I have to try to figure out if I can potentially, if they would fit tube socks with the sock machine, because that would be a lot of fun, where I would just need to do a toe and a cuff. That would be so easy. The girls adore hand knit socks. Like, they would wear those like every single day if they could. They call them in French des botteleines. So they just love it. They keep asking for it. And I'm like, no, it's 30 outside. Maybe not wear your wool socks. I have this in a bag by Jezebel. It is a handle bag, but I just fold it over and it creates a beautiful little bucket. So I just have this in my living room where, wow, my husband just came in. I have this in my living room where I just have the knitted and then I'm just able to kind of pick it up, kind of like a yarn bowl. I want to share with you guys some of the yarns that I've cranked out yesterday. I spent a little bit of time with my sock machine and I have been wanting, like I mentioned, to make more of these socks and use up beautiful yarns from my stash. So 2 of these are actually available in the shop right now. The first one, so I kind of made like a cute little snake. So I have 3 different colorways in here. The first one is from Heather of Craftnutyarns. We have this sock set in the shop. It's called Under the Sea and Coral Reef on fingering weight. And I cranked out about half of it. Isn't that beautiful? So this one, when I crank out about half of it, I get like this much, which is a lot. And I'm going to be cutting in for heels, toes, and cuffs. It comes with a 20-gram mini, but I made sure I left myself some of the main because I know with a 20-gram, I'm not going to have enough for both heels, toes, and cuffs. So my plan is to at least do the heel, potentially the toe, and then maybe the cuff in the green. I'm not sure. I'll ask my hubby, or do whatever he likes because I'm planning on this being a pair of socks for him. Hopefully he won't mind the pink, but I really love how this knit up. So this sock set is available in the shop. The second one that I decided to crank out was another sock set in the shop, and this one is Rosehill. We only have a few of these left, and this is called Evergreen Forest. Now this sock set is different because it is a 50-gram main skein with a 20-gram mini, which means that I didn't want to knit up the entire 50 grams because I was not going to have enough of the 20 grams. So what I did was I knit almost all of it, where I have a little bit left to do to help with the heels, toes, and cuffs. And this is how much, and this is how it knits up. And I was able to get really good, really, really, really good length. If I put that in half, it brings it about here per sock. So I'm excited to see how much I'm going to be able to get done with it. With a 50 grams, so you technically have 70 grams worth of yarn. And you can definitely make a pair of socks, but if you're scared, we do have a few of them in the shop, so you can have grab both sock sets, so grab 2 of them, and you will have 100 grams of your main with 40 grams of the contrast color. I think that it's so beautiful, and again, I'm really, really excited to see how it knits up. Like when it's done, all of it. And the last one I decided to crank out a little bit is the Nicole Mendez. This is her Queen Charlotte, which was her Bridgerton Sock Club on her soft sock, which is a fingering weight as well. I have this left. I find a full 100 grams of yarn is just too much for one pair of socks, so if I want to knit up another one, I will be able to. But this is how this one knits up. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is a lot of yarn. So I'm thinking of going in my stash and finding some really fun tonals, maybe even speckles, for some heels, toes, and cuffs to go along with this. Because I think it'd be really pretty, maybe like a pink. I could even use the Stroll Glimmer because it has like a little bit of a creamy color. So I have a bunch of Knit Pick Stroll, and I also have some mini skeins that I've been wanting to use up. And this is what I mean when I'm trying to use up my stash, is pairing up some other yarns with some minis and having fun mix and matching these together. I don't have an issue mix and matching different dyers or different makers. I think it's fun and making a very unique pair of socks. So yes, so that is what I have left of that one. And I had also caked up, once I'm done these, this one is the Nicole Mendez, the Harry Potter, which is called Night Bus. And I'm thinking of making a pair of socks for both me and Eric. I think he would really like these. And again, with a contrast heels, toes, and cuffs in a solid. I've been really enjoying making different heels, toes, and cuffs. I think it's a lot of fun and yeah, bring something different to it. Also using up some stash. I am all for using up the yarn. I want to try and use up as much yarn as I possibly can this year, going into next. I did have 2 giveaways from the last podcast. So the first giveaway, I am giving away this beautiful Christmas holiday sock set from Red Island Fibers, and you will also have a fun holiday yarn cozy. And I will put the giveaway winner right here. Congrats, and send me an email at twinstitchesdesigns3@gmail.com with your address and details, and I will get that out to the mail. I also have this one, which was the Knit Picks giveaway. You will win 1 skein of Indigo Heather with 1 skein of Earl Grey Heather. And the winner of that one, I will put them right here. So congratulations to both winners. Please send me an email, twinstitchesdesigns3@gmail.com, letting me know you've seen this and where I can send these amazing packages out to you all. I thought let's keep the giveaway going. Let me grab the next yarns to give away. Next, I will be giving away 2 skeins of Hobie yarn in their sock yarns. So these are both 75-25 blends, amazing, amazing for socks. And they're both a self-patterning yarn. So if you'd like a chance to enter, definitely make sure you're a subscriber and comment below letting me know what you would make with these. Who, you know, would you make them for yourself? Would you make some socks for someone else? Yeah, just let me know and I will pick a winner on the next podcast. The other thing I just wanted to share with you all is some of the cast-ons that I'm hoping to eventually do for the Christmas in July. I really love, I pulled out this one from Nicole Mendez. This is called Silent Night and was another skein from the Christmas box of last year. And I really love it. So I'm hoping to potentially crank this one out. Again, not sure if I can get all of these done this month, but I really, really love Nicole's yarn. And the other one I'm thinking of trying to actually knit is a pair of Homespun House. I have these 2 Christmas holiday sock sets that I grabbed last year. This one is called Christmas Jammies. And I put some polls in Instagram, and you guys, again, are 50-50 just like me. I love them both so much, and I cannot decide. This is Christmas Jammies, and this one is Jubilation. Let me know below which one would you cast on. I can't decide. They're both on fingering weight soft sock, which is Molly's kind of staple base. They're just so stunning. I love them. So I'm wanting to cast on one of them. I'm really leaning, I think I'm going to cast on this one. I just love that it's very different, much more saturated, and I'm thinking with this fun red mini, and the mini is in glimmer. So there's like stellina in here, which is even, I mean, come on, even better. So yes, I'm hoping to cast this one on and come and join the knit along. Join Patreon. The smallest tier, everybody enters for knit alongs, like no matter what tier level, and it's just a lot of fun. We enjoy, we chat with each other. We're also going to have some Zooms this month, so definitely do not miss out on that. I think that is everything I wanted to share with you all. Just a huge thank you. I have no idea how long this podcast is going to be, but I just hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys again, hopefully next week, with a ton of projects. We'll see. We'll see what I can get done. But again, I'll catch you guys next time. And as always, everybody, happy knitting. Bye.